Hello everyone, Matt back in Game the System, deciding to have an experiment with a quote-unquote cozy game. Now, immediately, in the running up to this, was trying desperately to cheat and think of a way that I can justify doing my stuff that I actually find cozy, which is Hitman and God of War Ragnarok, which I've discovered now, just going around in a circle with that. In the spirit of it, I'm not going to cheat and I'm going to play something very tranquil and peaceful. And I've chosen a game called Townscaper, um, which I'll probably become clear exactly what it is as I play. So I'm going to give that a go. Okay, work out what the controls are. Basically, I think I'm going to build something. And I can zoom, extend. Presumably, it's up and down, that's in and out. Can I rotate? So I've never played this before, so do a little bit of the learning curve, hopefully it won't take too long. How do I... So I can definitely rotate. Fine, I'll use my controller then. That's what I get for trying to experiment with using a keyboard. Right away, it's very pretty. How do I build? House 1, bigger house. And I can put things on the roof. Cool. Change colours. Some nice attached housing. Let's expand this one. I wonder if I can connect these two. How do I move? It's quite cute. Finding it quite anxiety-provoking that there's no land in any direction. I am looking forward to defending my stance on cozy games, is that cozy is a relative term. But I'm being disciplined and in the spirit of things choosing something which is undeniably tranquil and placid. call this town Ile de Placide, the Isle of Stillness. I enjoy a town builder as a mini game, like in, oh my god, the best one is definitely Metal Gear Solid 5, where you've got Mother Base and you can basically turn it into an ocean fortress. And it's so cool because it fits in with the story, because you're in the Seychelles, international waters, where anything is possible. Oops. Wonder how big I can make my tower. I don't like green. Ugly green. There we go. See how weird this physics can go. It does give you a little support. So I've come directly from this to this from, I've just bought God of War Ragnarok on PC, so playing it for the first time with the opportunity to put some mods in. I've not put too many in yet because the most tricky ones, which I want to work out how they work, are reshade mods, because they can completely drastically change the visual style of a game, and it's a massive. Every game has multiple versions of reshaders that modders have made, and I have absolutely no idea where to start with it. Can I build downwards? Probably not. And I've immediately, rather than starting with a game of it, the main reason I wanted to get it was for the roguelike Valhalla mode, where you're basically going around in an endless loop of randomly generated combat experiences. That's what I find mindful. I've got Hitman for that's my most tranquil puzzle solving, violent puzzle solving, the most elegant possible kind of roguelike gameplay, because normally I don't like. It's very easy for roguelike things to be done poorly, because the game designers just want to put it on random and not build anything specific around it, whereas Hitman has the freelancer mode, which is completely built into the story and it all makes sense story-wise. And Valhalla has done the best version of that roguelike edition for combat games, because you can just go through it. It's basically a violent yoga spa where you can go and chill out and just fight, clear the mind with in the furnace of combat. That's what I found very relaxing today and yesterday. I'm not very happy with that. It's a bit ugly. This is pretty. I wonder if there's a way to bulk delete things. You can. You hold down circle and simply follow it all the way up. going to try and not spend this entire session complaining about this not being God of War and Hitman. I'm struggling for the moment. I don't know what to build. I'll start from scratch. This is how I approach most of my things in life. I just go for it in a very blunt fashion, build to a certain extent, go right, not having that, and then reset to 0. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Make it 10. Nice and neat. It's quite an Italian coastal town colouring and brick pattern. I like the little birds, that's a nice touch. Okay. Okay, we'll have that as a like a clock tower thing. I'm feeling very Italian inspired by it. And to tell you the truth, I have lent into a far cozier style of gaming in one way, because I have fallen back in love with Scrabble. But I've been playing that on my phone in the background of things, and I find it very, very satisfying. But again, in the spirit of not cheating and playing something that definitely counts as a stereotypical cozy game, I have chosen to do this instead of sit and play Scrabble for an hour. I wonder how thick I can make this. Don't know if that. I'm going to see if I can turn the volume down. I don't know how annoying that plopping is. A bit too low. There we go. Okay, so it turns it into a plot. Or does it? Interesting. Yeah, just need one more layer to make it a cube. Not cube, a rectangle. Okay, that's good. Don't like that it's not exactly a square, but okay. In the spirit of the Leaning Tower of Pisa, things not being quite symmetrical. I like things that are symmetrical if I'm building them. Okay, well, the red building. That's pretty. Okay. Okay, let's try something. do my... Can you tell what it is yet? Projects. Okay. Okay. Some of this is going to be easier than other bits. I do love engineering and building big things, but this isn't going to be particularly scratching the realism itch. But hey ho. There we go. Can you guess what I'm building yet? Nice. Okay, I'm going to build another one of these big old towers. I should have started in the middle. I really should have started in the middle. Oh, that's going to drive me mad. Let's see what direction it builds this. Okay. Okay, we'll make it 3 of these then. That is pretty much equal. Colour shall I make this one? Let's have some grey. That's not very grey. Nice. Should be 10, yep. This is why I need a goal. I need a compelling and motivating goal to go through the repetition of the gameplay. Because then the problem with a lot of these cozy games is that you have to make your own fun, and it's the game designer's responsibility to make the fun, and then you play inside that, in my opinion. too close, but we'll use it artistically. Three. That's not quite the same height, but never mind. Just keep on going up with that, I think. Be elegant for it to go through there, I think. I think the last letter is probably going to be the hardest. Cool. And also, I confess that the reason I chose to do this right now is because there has just been an update on Hitman, and in order to use some of the mods that I use, the mod designers need to actually go and update the mods themselves before they can be redeployed in the new updated version. So, and I was watching SAS Rogue Heroes, which I've been enjoying massively, and the perfect thing to be doing while doing that is playing Hitman. And so I'm in the mood for I was in the mood for Hitman, so that's made me, and not being able to play it for a bit makes me a bit grumpy as well. So I really am. This is Actually, I better make that so it's level, bang in the middle. Yeah, that's better. I'll be honest, the prospect of doing an hour of this is too much, so I'll stick with half an hour. I think that'll be plenty in terms of research. Ugh, fine. I think that's as close to the middle as I'm going to be able to get it. And should we go for the last bit? Yeah, I'll do. Yeah, that needs to be much further along, doesn't it? So it's going to be. That's going to be where the S starts. Just remind myself what a fucking S looks like. It's quite hard to do from memory. specific I can be. I think that's good enough. A good enough curve. I'm going to make sure that I'm level with that. That's about level, I think. Almost there with the S, and then I'll build the foundation. That's going to need to be a... There we go. Very nice indeed. Make sure we've got enough ground. Be nice if they had like a population mechanic that you can save something as completed and then populate it with people. That's a good colour that goes with those. Orange. Yeah, that's nice. Red brick. See, what this is missing for me is some form of just a goal, something to build. This is like playing with Lego without a final shape in mind. And that really suits some people. I want to build the Death Star. I'm going to build Lego, I want to build the Death Star. Oops. I'd prefer it also if you could get rid of these scaffolding things so it's just physics defying edifices. Eee. Nice. We'll have a little... Nah, we won't. I think that'll do for me. I think I've done a pretty decent job. It's a pretty game. If it's your kind of thing, you just like building simple, pretty things, I recommend it. It's not very expensive, so it's nice and an elegant little thing. So, as the genre isn't to my taste, it doesn't reflect on how good the game is and what it does. But yeah, I'll take a screenshot of that and call it a day. Thank you very, very much for watching. I've done my duty for the podcast, and I'm ready and forearmed for our debates on the merits and demerits of cozy gaming. Thank you very much, and bye bye.